Japan is filled with haunted places, cursed forests, abandoned hospitals, forgotten villages, but hidden deep in the mountains of Kyoto lies a place even locals refuse to pass through at night, a place where screams echo from the walls, where wandering spirits stand on the road, and where even the traffic lights are said to predict your death. Tonight, we explore Kiyotaki Tunnel, the most haunted tunnel in Japan. And if you think it's just another dark road, wait until you hear what walks inside it after midnight. Take a deep breath. Welcome to the tunnel you must never enter alone. Kiyotaki Tunnel was built in 1927 during a period when forced labor was common in Japan. Men and women were taken to the mountains, ordered to dig through rock for long hours with no rest, no food, and no mercy. Many workers died inside the mountain, some from exhaustion, some from accidents, and some because they were buried alive during cave-ins to avoid slowing down construction. Their bodies were sealed into the concrete walls. The tunnel opened on schedule, and nobody spoke of the dead again, at least not officially, but the locals knew, and they whispered a warning. The tunnel remembers everyone who died inside it. Kiyotaki Tunnel is only about 444 meters long, and that number is already frightening. In Japan, the number 4 is pronounced shi, the same as the word for death. So a tunnel that measures 444 meters translates spiritually to death, death. Drivers say the tunnel feels like it stretches much longer than it should. Some claim it feels endless. Others say the walls shift, breathing, pulsing as if the mountain itself is alive. But the scariest, the reports of what appears in the headlights. The ghost woman of Kiyotaki. For decades, people driving through the tunnel have reported seeing a woman dressed in white, standing motionless in the middle of the road. Some say she bows politely. Others say she lifts her head slowly, revealing a face twisted in agony. And some say she climbs onto the hood of your car and stares at you through the windshield. She is believed to be the spirit of a female laborer who died inside the mountain. Her body was never recovered. Those who claim to have seen her all describe the same thing. Long black hair, pale skin, soaking wet clothes, and eyes empty but full of rage. One driver who encountered her said, "She didn't blink, she didn't breathe, she just watched me, as if deciding something." He refused to drive through the tunnel ever again. Now this next one is where things get truly disturbing. The red light that predicts your death. At the entrance of the tunnel stands a simple traffic light. To most people, it's just a normal light. But according to local legend, if the light turns red when you arrive, someone in your car will die soon. Some say it's the spirits warning you not to enter. Others say it's already too late. And the ones who see the red light are already chosen. There's a famous story of a taxi driver from Kyoto. He picked up a woman late at night who asked to be taken through Kiyotaki Tunnel. The light turned red as they approached. The driver hesitated, but the woman whispered, "Don't Don't worry, it's not for you. When he looked in the rearview mirror, the back seat was empty. The next morning, his neighbor was found dead. But the night gets stranger. What happens at midnight? If you think the tunnel is frightening during the day, wait until you hear what people claim happens after midnight. 1. Echoes of screaming. Visitors say they hear screams coming from deep inside the stone, not of one person, but of many, overlapping, echoing endlessly. 2. Shadow figures. Dark silhouettes crawl across the walls, sometimes upside down, sometimes moving too fast to be human. 3. The disappearing cyclists. People biking through the tunnel say they see another cyclist ahead, a silhouette pedaling, body jerking unnaturally. But when they speed up, the figure suddenly vanishes, and a cold hand grips their shoulder. 4. Time distortion. Phones freeze, watches stop, GPS loses signal. Drivers claim the tunnel takes twice as long to pass through at night. Some say the spirits do it on purpose, to keep you inside longer. But the world has more secrets than just one. The Lost Hiker. This is the story of a hiker named Daisuke. He was traveling alone through the mountains when he decided to use the tunnel as a shortcut. As soon as he stepped inside, his flashlight began flickering. Halfway through, he heard footsteps behind him, slow, dragging, like someone barefoot on wet stone. He turned around. Nobody. He kept walking. The footsteps grew louder, closer. When he finally looked back again, a woman stood there, drenched in water, hair covering her face. She said one sentence, "You shouldn't be here." Daisu. He ran. But the tunnel kept stretching, longer and longer, like he was running in place. When he finally burst out the other side, he collapsed. His friends found him hours later. He had scratches on his back, in straight, parallel lines, as if 5 fingers had clawed him all the way. Now, the modern hauntings. Even today, people upload footage of strange activity inside the tunnel. Lights flickering even when there's no power issue. Unexplained whispers on camera audio. Figures standing far behind the car, then suddenly closer, faces appearing in the rear window. One popular clip shows a driver slowly passing through Kiyotaki Tunnel. Everything is normal, until someone knocks on the back window. Hard. He looks back. No one is there. When he checks the footage later, he sees a pale hand pressed against the outside of the glass. So, is Kiyotaki Tunnel truly haunted? Maybe it's the workers who died inside, still searching for peace. Maybe it's the woman in white, looking for someone to replace her. Or maybe the tunnel holds on to anyone who enters, even for a moment. One thing is certain, even in daylight, even with cars passing through, the air inside that tunnel feels heavy. Too heavy, as if the mountain is still watching. If you ever visit Kyoto and drive through that tunnel, just remember, if the traffic light turns red, don't look in your rear-view mirror. Something might be sitting there. Thank you for watching. And if you want more terrifying stories from Japan, you know where to find me. Until next time, stay in the light.